So you want to learn how to design your own professional portfolio. Well, you came to the right place. Hello, my name is Denise Jenkins-Agurs. I'm a career consultant, a professional speaker, and now a new author of a brand new book called Get Me Out of This Job, a no-nonsense guide with tips and suggestions to give you the courage to change your professional journey. Well, a professional portfolio is what I talk about with all of my clients and previous employees. It really highlights who you are as a professional. So here is my professional portfolio. It comes with a cover and all of this wonderful knowledge of over 25 years, almost 30 years of my professional history. Now, you're probably wondering, Denise, why is it important to have a portfolio? Your portfolio is something that when you walk into the interview and they ask you all of these behavioral-based interviewing questions, you can say, let me show you my work. Let me give you examples of my work. So this video today is all about designing your professional portfolio, which can be found in chapter 8 of my new book. I really want to highlight some of the things that should be in your own professional portfolio. So I'm going to go through my book as a guide. So the one thing that you want to do is make sure it looks visually inviting. What do I mean by that? First, you want to make sure you have a great cover that says professional portfolio with your name, some graphics, maybe including your picture. Now, I'm okay with having your picture on your portfolio because this is your document that you will share with them. Now, you can make a couple of them and leave it behind if you like, but you can actually do two of them. You could give one to the interviewer and you have one and you will follow it and they will follow you as you share your dynamic professional history. So you need to have a cover. The next thing that you need to have is a table of content. You need to be able to place each document in certain sections. So for section 1, again, you need to have your table of content, all right? The other great thing that I don't want to forget is that you need to have slip covers where you can actually put your documents in. It's not required. It just really depends on how you gather all your information. I enjoy putting mine in a book because here it keeps everything nice and clean. You see that? Nice and clean. All right. So it's imperative that if you're going to use a 3-ring binder, have paper, I don't even know what they call these now, slip covers, paper covers, where you just slide your documents in, or you can actually take them all to like Kinko's or Staples somewhere, office supply place, and have them bound together. But one thing you want to have is your table of content because it'll allow you to kind of peruse through in order, and then they can see, for example, chapter 1 or section 1. And you will have labels, those labels that you place on the inside to keep everything separated. So you'll have your table of content. Gather all of your information first before you start outlining what's in each chapter. For example, one chapter should be your resume. Please make sure you have a couple of resumes with you. Now, the recruiter, the manager, the panel probably already have your resume from the recruiter, but just to be safe, place a copy or two in your binder. The next thing is you need to have your professional history already outlined. So I'm talking about the companies that you had worked for. You would start, just like your resume, your current company first. All right. And in there, you will have documents of samples of your work. Even an outline saying, even though it's on the resume, you can also place it as a cover of that particular job section of here are my duties, and here is examples of my work, because you want to make an excellent first impression of showing them samples of your work. Okay, so you would do that just like your resume. You have your current position, then you move backwards. And all of those performance evaluations can be in there. Your job description can be in there, and samples of your work divided by dividers to keep everything separate. So I want you to gather all your information first. That's why it's so important when they have performance evaluations. If your company does a performance evaluation, print it. Print your evaluation. Have them saved either on your computer or you have a hard copy, email it to you, so you'll always have that as proof and evidence of your work. Also, keep copies of samples of your work, your written documents, emails, project plans, flyers, anything that you are responsible for. Make sure that you keep a copy for yourself. When you do something amazing, accomplishments, that needs to be in your portfolio as well. Email it to yourself. Anytime someone sends you a thank you note, a thank you email it to yourself. If you get a physical copy of thank you notes, I love thank you notes, save them, put them on a printer, make a copy, then put it in your professional portfolio. Again, this is something that will make you stand out from anybody else that may be interviewing for the position. Let me see if there's anything else that I've missed. These are just a few things that I feel is very important to allow yourself to stand out like the boss you are. Come in there with a portfolio. You can even take your portfolio, scan it into a PDF. And you might want to just go ahead and send it to the hiring manager so they can see your work before you get there. Remember, we want to make an excellent first impression. You've made a great impression by getting through the interview, be it a phone screen, then you spoke to a leader, and then perhaps you're going to be interviewing with the hiring manager. What a great addition along with your pen and paper. Never walk into an interview without a writing utensil and something to take notes, because the bottom line is when it comes to interview, that is the time for you to shine. This is not the time for you to be passive. You want to say, I am the bomb.com when you are interviewing. So make sure you design your own professional portfolio. If this video was a blessing to you, hit like and share, and come back for more wonderful career development tips. Until next time.